and Monica McNutt. We're doing a segment called One and Done. What we're going to do is we're going to break down whether teams that I suggest are built for a playoff appearance and in a quick exit or for a title run. Monica, we start with you. The Houston Rockets coming off a disastrous loss Saturday night against the Knicks. Do you see title run or one and done for them?
I'm going to go title run here, Schrager. I think this is a young team. Kevin Durant is like the ageless wonder in basketball. We just recently got the Olympics announcement sort of from him. I think this team is going to get better. They're going to get a point guard back, which will help them close late. That's been an issue for them this season.
Vince?
I disagree. I think they are a disaster in the first round. The point guard play is a big-time question. They've had way too many collapses. They're one of the worst clutch time teams as far as being a good team in the NBA. Only Boston, I believe, is worse amongst the really good teams. I think that bodes negatively for the playoffs. One and done.
Yes. Okay, Cavaliers. They've been a disappointment in the playoffs in recent years, but they add James Harden, and it has been going well with the early results of that. Vince, Cavaliers, one and done or title run?
Sooner or later, something's going to have to happen, right? I'm not saying title run, but I think they're going to get out of the first round this year. I mean, I think they can make it to the conference finals. I think the East is so bad at the bottom that they'll at least get out of the first round with James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. It's what happens when you get close to June when James Harden turns into a pumpkin.
Yeah, and it's been the Cavs story,
I think
too.
I'm playing this game wrong.
Okay.
I think I looked at this way more macro because I was like, they're one and done because what's going to happen? Is Donovan going to stay? I don't know. I think I'm playing this game wrong.
All right,
but I understand that logic, Vince.
Let's go really micro, and let's go tonight, okay, as the Cavaliers host the Knicks in Cleveland. Monica, both teams have been up and down the last few weeks. Who needs this game more, the Cavs or the Knicks?
I think the Knicks need it more, Schrager. I think the loss to Detroit obviously set off some alarm bells. This is a team whose defense had much improved over that 12-game win streak or I shouldn't say 12-game win streak, that 12-game stretch where they won 8 out of 12. This is going to be a formidable opponent to test whether this defense has actually improved or not. Karl-Anthony Towns has been a headline for a number of reasons as of late. Versus the Cavs so far, he's not been great, 15 points per game, but 1 of 6 from the three-point line, and he's got to play well.
Yeah, okay, one more team here. And this is a team that always moves the needle. The Lakers, they just got blown out by the Celtics at home in a night when they were honoring Pat Riley and the Showtime Lakers. Monica, one and done or title run for LeBron and the boys?
Okay, I think I got the rules now. I'm going one and done because I just don't see it. The West continues to be a gauntlet. They have a size issue. I know everyone is excited about Reeves, LeBron, and Luka Doncic together, but it's actually, I'm not sure that it creates the spacing that you would actually need around Luka Doncic, and I'm not sure that it gives the defense where you saw him be most successful get into that finals with that Dallas squad and that supporting cast.
I mentioned the Showtime Lakers. They were all there at halftime, including Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, honoring Pat Riley and his Armani suit statue. James Worthy, after the game, unleashed some sharp criticism after the Lakers' blowout loss. Take a listen.
No heart. Weak. No heart, weak. This afternoon was weak. It's the Boston Celtics. To me, no respect for the uniform. Okay? When you come out and you get out-rebounded, Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, you can sniff out weakness. Okay, when you do that, you can just dominate. That's what they did. They're a good team. I'm not taking that away from them. They're a good team. They got a lot of offensive power. Just tough to watch.
Vince, no respect for the uniform? Your reaction to that quote from James Worthy?
That's like a Magic Johnson tweet. That's like a Captain Obvious Magic Johnson tweet in the way of, hey, man, you can't be doing this on a night where we are honoring one of our franchise legends. We are all gathered at center court to honor Pat Riley, and you besmirch the uniform. And when you look at the Lakers, and going back to what Monica said, defensively, they don't have an identity. With LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves, they are all food on defense. Food, I tell you. I could get around Luka Doncic at this point in my life, and I don't even know if I can go right anymore.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a problem for the Lakers at this point. I'm a lefty, monster.
Nasty
I'm a
lefty.
lefty.
Like
I'm a lefty.
that.
I'm a lefty.
Okay.
I'm a lefty. I'm a lefty.
it.
No, but
Michael Red three-point shooter. That's what he looks like.
Nick Van Exel. That's what Nick Van
I'm a
Exel.
nine.
No,
That's it.
but I think defensively, this is a problem when you have a top tier LeBron making a lot of money, Luka making a lot of money. You got to pay Austin Reeves. They don't have the resources to go and get defensive players. They're going to have to hit the reset button after this season, and like all likelihood, without LeBron James to figure out what you can build around Luka Doncic.
Monica, we're in this media game. Everyone has a comment that goes online. The players see it. They don't see it. We know some players live on their phone. James Worthy, though, that is a legend, saying that they did the jersey wrong. Does that resonate in that Lakers locker room? Do you think that makes waves?
I don't think it makes waves because the quiet part out loud, Schrager, is that sentiment has kind of been looming around this group all season, especially when you talk about the effort that is or is not there, I should say, on the defensive side of the basketball. Now, this one is a little bit louder because of who James Worthy is and because it was a marquee night versus a longtime rival. But the idea that these guys haven't necessarily had what it takes to honor that jersey, I don't think that that's new, unfortunately, this season.
We were told all season, once they get...
Just enough shooting, all the defense, that means a problem.
I want you to see this, because every year there's the rodeo in San Antonio, and the Spurs have to go on this road trip. They're in the midst of their annual rodeo trip right now, and their last 5 games have been played away from home, and they are 5-0 in those games. And they are winning by an average of 19 points per game. And their next 4 games are on the road. That includes games against the Knicks on Sunday and the Sixers. Vince, the Spurs have done this all without the comfort of their bed, without the comfort of their home crowd. What does that tell you about the stretch run and maybe what they can do in May and June?
I am fascinated because usually during these things, like whether it's the Grammy trip for the Lakers or the circus trip for the Celtics, you find out what your team is made of. And usually it's the veteran teams, the middle of the winter, the dog days of the season. Those are the teams that really band together. This team is young and they are playing with a veteran-like poise. That bodes well for when you have to go on the road. Even if they'll have home court advantage, they're going to have home court advantage, at least probably in the first and second round. They're not afraid to walk into Oklahoma City. They're not afraid to walk into Houston. They're not afraid to go into Denver and play big boy playoff basketball. They are opening some eyes around the league. They're not just a year away. They're a force to be reckoned with right now.
Monica, we're so accustomed to being like, all right, in the NBA, you knock on the door, you lose in the first round, and the next year you lose in the second round, then you finally get to the Eastern Conference Finals or the Western Conference Finals, and maybe you get over the hump. Could this Spurs team, so young, almost like an overnight sensation, could they actually make a run this season?
They definitely could. Now, I will admit, though, Schrager, I still tend to lean to the way you teed that up, in that they haven't sniffed the playoffs at all yet, y'all. And listen, they are fantastic, but I have a hard time believing that in the nature of a series, which is what is required in the postseason, we all know, that adjustments will not be able to be made that are going to challenge this young squad. Is the experience of Harrison Barnes, who's been great, is his experience enough to really carry this squad deep? De'Aaron Fox has been in the playoffs, but not necessarily deep. And not to mention, this will be a first year for Mitch Johnson. Now,